everybody, this is Daphne Douglas coming to you live from Southern California. I'm so excited to be talking to you guys again about my writing experience and my novel Perfectly Designed. This is vlog 2 of the series, and I'm here today with my friend Deb, also aka manager, and I like to call her my bestie. So she is here, and she's gonna ask me some questions to help the conversation flow about my writing experience, my book Perfectly Designed, and some upcoming projects I have. What's up, Deb?
What's up, Daph? How are you?
I'm good.
So, anyway, let's go and get into this. What made you become a literary architect, as you called yourself,
um,
instead of an author?
I'm an author as well, but a literary architect. The name came basically comes from the fact that my background is architecture and architect's design buildings and spaces, and the literary basically comes from writing and reading as our literary works basically. So I refer to myself as a literary architect because I design literature in a
Hmm.
sense and the stories, and I hope that they enhance and enlighten people and entertain, and so that's why I have that name.
Okay, and so what made you want to become a literary architect?
um, Basically that stems from me just being an avid reader. I was an avid reader for years. I don't have the story that I always wanted to write. I always, read as a young child. No, that's not me. I literally, you guys, my mom hated to read. You know how there are certain people that love to read, and they always do great in English. I did good in English, yes. I always wrote well, but I always did way better in math, and I really only wanted to be three things as a kid: an architect, a sportscaster, and a dancer. Now I'm not a dancer because I'm 5'3", and if you know anything about professional dancers, majority of them are 5'9". All of us cannot be Debbie Allen. I came to that reality at an early age. And as far as a sportscaster, I grew up in the 70s and 80s, and there weren't really that many female sports agents. I mean, sports um, commentators, basically. And so I just chose the profession that I felt that was best for me. I love design, loved how buildings made me feel, loved seeing buildings, loved walking into spaces. Um, had a teacher in high school. He basically said, anytime you walk into any room now, you're going to look at everything. From now on, we walk into a bathroom, you're going to look at everything in the bathroom. And still today, when I walk in the bathroom, I'm like, so that's one reason why I chose that profession. But I just love, but the writing basically came from reading and being encouraged by my husband to read after me, being encouraged to write after reading so much and buying so many books. I know his thought probably was like, okay, you are spending like a lot of money, or just reading 7 to 8 books. Every time I look up, your face is in a book. You're reading all these books a week. Why not go ahead and write? I'm sure you have a story to tell. So that came about from that, you know, that experience. So
Okay, so how did you come up with the title "Perfectly Designed" for your first novel?
um, basically because I personally believe that God has created a person out there that's perfectly designed for each one of us. Sometimes it's easier for people to find them than others. Um, but I believe there is someone out there that is perfectly designed for each one of us, and that's where that title comes from. I do have one funny story. Is that today I was watching church online. Yes, I did say online. It was my church, and because I didn't go, but still got the message. But we had a guest speaker, and he basically told this story about how a lot of times women in particular pray to God for a husband, and then you think God sent you that husband, and then when you get him, you're like praying for God to take him away
Somebody
because
else
he
pick
ain't
them up.
because he ain't the person you thought he was. He was like, who is this fool right here? So not saying that to be whatever, but basically the story is you need to like wait on God and not see your own what you perceive is God's blessing. It might not be. Anyway, so
So,
the side note. But
so what is your next novel?
my next novel is a story about um, a interior designer whose name is Royce, and um, she falls in love with a music mogul. And at first, she is just totally like, I am not going to be with him because everybody knows who he is. He is no way he could be faithful. I don't want to be in the limelight. I don't want to be in the spotlight. I don't want all that baggage or whatever. And he's really attracted to her because she doesn't want him. So that's what the gist of that story is about. But also, I'm writing a story about Brian and Katrina, who are characters imperfectly designed. A lot of people have already requested their story on for a while. Even when I was writing, friends of mine would read the book and go, I need the Brian and Katrina story. Because Katrina is such a compelling character. She is a combination of myself, my friend Kenji, and my friend Tosh, her personality in a sense. Because she will tell you exactly how she feels. And if you basically don't want to know the truth,
Don't ask. Please don't ask.
don't ask her. You know, she's going to be bold about it. So she's a really funny character. And I do spotlight their relationship in the book. So a lot of people want to know what happens between them. So their story will be coming up.
So do you think being a literary architect is something that you want to do?
Yes. I believe that this is my purpose. It is a passion I have where I will stay up all night and write. I will write sitting at a football game, at a track meet, in my car,
in a restaurant with your bestie,
in a restaurant with my bestie, anywhere I will write. I just really the enjoyment and excitement I have from writing. There's like no other experience for me, and it's really great for me when I personally am writing and I get that thought.
Ooh, I gotta write it down. Hold up.
Yeah, or I write something. I go, oh, because that to me means my character, my readers are gonna say, oh, when they get to that part. Or in the case of some people I know, like Deborah, I'll read the part to her and she'll hang up on me. That means I did a really good job because she can't believe I did that to the characters. So I'm like, oh, that worked. Let me see if she's gonna hang up. So I just love it. I love the experience. I love entertaining people, and I love also educating and enlightening people on different topics.
So what made you be so graphic about your restaurants and the colleges? And was it something that was missing in other books?
Not well, some, but not really. I love the fact like when you read an Eric Jerome Dickey book and he describes L.A., he takes you, the characters are riding down the 405 and and it takes them that amount of time. He describes everything perfectly, like how it is. I love that. Pamela Samuels Young does that. I read in her book by the time when she described like one of the characters, he lived off of Crenshaw behind his gas station in these apartment buildings. I was like, hold up, isn't that apartment building like really there? That, if you live in those communities, and Los Angeles is such a large area, it is like a character in itself. Why not use those places? And why not use the places I love? I love going to, it's a lot of food places in my book because I'm a self-proclaimed greedy person. I love going to Woody's Barbecue. I love Roscoe's. I love going to PF Chang's. I love El Cholo's and going to so many other places. I love Louis Burgers, and I didn't even put Louis Burgers in my book. And so many people that know me were shocked. Like, you didn't put Louis Burgers? Because I will go to Compton at midnight to get a hamburger and some onion rings. And pray I don't get shot. And not even be worried about it. Be like, I need.
Hungry.
But I'm just waiting to write a book where my characters are from Long Beach or Compton, because there will be a Louis Burger situation in there. So that is just one portion of my literary experience. We're basically out of time now, but join me. Check for other blogs. Join me in a week or so, and another blog will be up, and I'll be back with Deb. We'll be talking about different, my writing experiences. My writing experience as well. And check out my website, www.daphnedouglas.com. Follow me on Twitter at Daphne Douglas. And definitely like my author page, author Daphne Douglas on Facebook. Okay, I'll check you guys later. Peace.